If you're over 40 and suddenly gaining weight around your waist, even though you're eating the same and exercising like you always have, there are a few biological changes happening in your body that most people never explain clearly. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 things that actually affect menopause weight gain and what helps your body start responding again. Let's start with the first one, estrogen decline. During perimenopause and menopause, estrogen levels begin to fluctuate and eventually decrease. And estrogen affects far more than your reproductive system. It influences your metabolism, your muscle mass, your blood sugar regulation, and even where your body prefers to store fat. When estrogen begins to drop, the body often starts storing more fat around the abdomen. That's why many women notice something frustrating. Even if their weight hasn't changed dramatically, their waistline has. So the first strategy that actually helps during menopause is strength training. Muscle becomes incredibly important after 40 because muscle supports metabolism. It helps your body burn calories more efficiently. It also improves insulin sensitivity, which helps your body manage blood sugar. But here's the important part. You don't need extreme workouts. 2 or 3 full body strength sessions per week is enough to maintain muscle and support metabolic health. Consistency matters much more than intensity. Now, the second factor that influences menopause weight gain is blood sugar. Many women become more insulin resistant during perimenopause. That means your body has a harder time processing carbohydrates and sugar efficiently. When blood sugar spikes frequently, your body releases more insulin, and insulin encourages the body to store fat, especially around the midsection. One simple change that helps many women is adjusting how meals are structured. Start with protein, add fiber, then include healthy fats. This combination slows digestion and keeps blood sugar more stable. And when blood sugar is stable, cravings tend to decrease as well. Now here's where things get interesting, because diet and exercise aren't the only things influencing menopause belly. Another major factor is cortisol. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone. And during midlife, your body often becomes more sensitive to stress. When cortisol stays elevated for long periods, your body receives a signal to hold on to fat, especially around the stomach. And here's something that surprises many women. Your body cannot tell the difference between different types of stress. Work stress, family stress, lack of sleep, or extremely intense workouts. To your hormonal system, stress is stress. This is why some women start seeing better results when they reduce extremely intense workouts. Walking, strength training, mobility work. These types of movements support metabolism without triggering excessive cortisol. And walking in particular is incredibly powerful. It helps regulate blood sugar, supports cardiovascular health, and lowers stress hormones. Now the next factor is something that affects many women during menopause. Sleep. Hormonal shifts can make sleep more difficult. Night waking, hot flashes, difficulty falling asleep. But sleep has a huge impact on metabolism. When sleep is disrupted, 2 important hunger hormones become imbalanced. Ghrelin increases, leptin decreases. This combination increases appetite and cravings, especially for sugar and carbohydrates. Sleep disruption also increases cortisol, which again encourages fat storage around the abdomen. Improving sleep quality can make a noticeable difference in metabolism and appetite regulation. That might mean creating a consistent bedtime routine, limiting caffeine later in the day, and protecting your sleep as much as possible. Now let me share a quick story. One woman told me she knew something had shifted when she was getting dressed for a casual dinner with friends. She put on an outfit she had worn many times before. Nothing special, just jeans and a comfortable top. But when she looked in the mirror, something felt different. The jeans zipped, but they felt tight around the waist. And her first thought was, I haven't changed anything. Why is this happening? So she did what many women do. She tried to fix it by doing more cardio, longer workouts, eating less and trying harder. But instead of seeing results, she just felt more exhausted and frustrated. When she finally shifted her approach and started focusing on supporting her metabolism instead of punishing her body, things began to change. She added strength training. She walked regularly. She focused on stabilizing blood sugar and improving sleep. And over time, her body started responding again. Not overnight, but steadily. And the biggest change she noticed wasn't just her waistline. It was how much better she felt in her body. More energy, less frustration, and the feeling that she was finally working with her body instead of constantly fighting it. Now, the final factor that makes a big difference during menopause is recovery. Many women respond to weight gain by pushing their bodies harder, but the body actually needs recovery in order to adapt. Without recovery, stress hormones remain elevated, inflammation increases, and progress slows down. This is why a balanced approach tends to work better. 2 or 3 strength workouts per week, daily walking, mobility or stretching, and proper rest days. This approach supports your metabolism without overwhelming your system. And here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Menopause weight gain is not simply about willpower. It's about understanding the biological changes happening in your body. When you adjust your strategy to match those changes, your body begins to respond again. Less punishment, more support, less constant intensity, more consistency, less fighting your body, and more working with it. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I need a structured plan to actually implement these habits, that's exactly why I created my 10-day detox for women navigating perimenopause and menopause. It's designed to help reduce bloating, stabilize blood sugar, and start flattening that stubborn midsection. And if you're ready to go deeper, my 6-week reset program helps women rebuild their metabolism and finally feel confident slipping back into their favorite jeans. You'll find the links to both below this video. And before you go, I'd love to know which of these 5 factors you think is affecting you the most right now. Is it strength training, blood sugar, stress, sleep, or recovery? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more practical strategies designed specifically for women over 40, make sure you subscribe to Menopause Fitness 101. I'll see you in the